Ooh. Hello! Welcome to this, which is Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna the Golden Country DLC. I have just finished Xenoblade Chronicles 2. If you haven't, or you haven't been watching along, please go away and finish the game, or watch me finish it, whichever floats your boat, or watch someone else finish it for all. Don't go into this without knowing the story of the basic game. I believe this is a prequel, but nevertheless, I think it is reasonable to have finished the game before we go into this. I know very little about this. I think it's a prequel, and since we're going into spoiler territory now, I hope you have left if you don't know. I am expecting to play as either Laura or Adam, maybe both. Maybe we'll see Jin, maybe we'll see, maybe Mithra will be here, maybe Haze. We'll see. Any options of interest? Seems like the same. Let me listen to this for a minute. This sounds like just piano to me. And someone has a very strong right hand, a very high endurance right hand. Ooh, very nice. I think that might have been the loop. Let's get going. Let's start a new game on normal, I suppose. I'll probably be sharing some thoughts on the base game as well, now that I have had
the year was 35
about half a day to process it.
The 107th Indoline Praetor, Rhodalis, had sent an armed expedition against the country of Sia. Its capital, Ranta, fell overnight and sank beneath the clouds, along with the rest of the Titan. The destruction of Sia shocked all the nations of Allrest. Officially, the act was attributed to a military alliance led chiefly by Indol and the emerging power of Mor Ardain. In fact, it had been the work of one blade, the Aegis,
Malus,
a man known as Malos, said to be the architect's word incarnate. Back then, neither Laura nor myself knew how closely his fate would prove to be tied with ours in the days to come.
Oh, that's his artifice?
You're that eager to die? Then allow me to assist.
Tessia, good to see you again, man. Hope you've been good. I don't know how long after the main game this released. Did she use her hair for that? No, she has like a rope around her wrist. Oh, she's doing like I enjoy the choreography.
There's no end to them.
Blue crystal.
Even the Balufra's caught up in it.
Does this perhaps not have...
Can you smell it?
Smell it?
looks like...
Hello.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Blood.
Ooh.
Crazy.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh, it's just like Future Connected. We're getting. Oh wait. Fuck.
These guys should be no problem.
Laura's safety is my charge.
Oh, that you're giving me the base tutorial. Oh, a level 1. Oh, she's not even holding the weapon. Huh. There's a different meter on the left. Team is composed of a driver and the blades. Double XP, all members of a team. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Ooh, the base. Vanguard and rear guard. Carrying the vanguard is the attacker while the rear guard plays support. Okay. You as a player directly control the vanguard. Will attack and provide buffs automatically.
Now that's more like it.
Receiving attack damage will be displayed at this red bar. Ooh, okay. Vanguard switches. I see. And okay, okay. Up or down.
Am I good or am I good?
You'll answer to me.
Try this on the side.
I will grow stronger still.
Give me a chance too.
Okay, nice. Corporation. Yeah. I know about that.
But how? Chill stroke. Hail strike. Excellent. Chill stroke. Hail strike.
Try this on the side.
But I don't seem to have like an element combo.
You'll watch my back, imagine.
Down level 1, up to level 4, yeah. Okay, give us a level 4. Button challenge. Yeah, I know.
Need your help here, Jin.
I'm with you.
Ooh,
Midnight sun.
nice.
Laura.
Oh dear. Don't you move faster than the fucking speed of light? How were you so slow in getting there?
Thank you, Jin.
Well, we've got room for improvement.
Of what?
This fighting style. It magnifies our strength, sure, but it leaves us wide open. When the sword is in my hand, you're left defenseless.
What, you won't keep me safe?
Huh?
I'll keep you safe always.
I'll keep you safe, always. You still remember that?
I've thought about it. Every day for these 17 years.
17. And she was like what?
I'll never forget it. The day you set me free from a life of misery.
I see.
Yeah, Compass. Do you expect me to play this without playing the main game? Of course I don't. New tips have been added, whatever. I wonder where we are. Are we on that Sia Titan? And I can do that at any time. So I have started to sort of gather some opinions as well from other people, see what people think about this game, or Xenoblade 2 rather. Yeah. And sort of try and consolidate my own thoughts as well.
Follow my lead.
I won't enjoy
Seems
this.
like my frustrations
More trouble?
are shared by quite a few.
Thanks.
I'll protect you.
Surrounding the gacha, surrounding the, you know,
You read my mind.
kind of reliance on the gacha for a bunch of the systems. Seems to be a recurring thing for a lot of people.
This will soon be over.
Like a big part of the problem with the gacha is that you need blades to not only to access content in. Oh, I can't cancel into. Okay, I need to unlock that, I suppose.
I wish the battle could have been avoided.
But that's
Vanguard
one
art
for you,
acquired.
I suppose.
Skycleave. Ooh, neat. A few less options. Oh, Team Laura. That's not bad. That's not bad. I wonder how long this is. Where do we have... Yeah, that's important.
It must have improved.
Now, do you have... Yeah, no? You have a blade chart. And we're working on that trust. Not as big a requirement. Which, you know, checks out.
These guys will be no problem.
No, but
I won't enjoy
a lot of
this.
the same things that I find... Look at him spin. A lot of the same things that I found frustrating, a lot of other people seem to have found frustrating as well. There are some who were unbothered by such things, but keep forgetting I don't have that. Do you?
I like the way this is going.
But- oh, switching topples. Okay.
Dream team confirmed.
Think you can keep up, Laura?
Fuck, I'm trying to both play this slightly new game while also thinking about my thoughts. Fighting probably more than I would normally. I've been thinking about the combat. I don't enjoy it as much as I do
Follow my lead.
the combat in Xenoblade 1 or even X. I think compared to Xenoblade 1, there's... It's not as fast, and I feel like my decisions are less deliberate, because so much about the combat system is about getting that elemental combo and the break into topple into like the topple system isn't new, but I feel like the topple was easier to sort of manage in the sense that it wasn't very complicated to get your topple set up unless the enemy was immune to it, in which case you just had to get your chain attack going. Like, one of the bigger problems with the first game was that a lot of the time you wanted to go in with a lot of meter, so you would like fight random baby enemies just to get meter, so you could like circumvent the fact that it didn't charge and in fact drained outside of battle. That's something I didn't like about the first game, but I don't know that it's gotten any better, which I don't know, it's fine I suppose. It's not that a big deal. Overall, I feel like I don't enjoy. I like one thing I like about the first game's combat is that you have 7 very distinct characters with distinct roles, whereas in the main Xenoblade game you have you have 5 characters with roles that aren't super rigid, for better or worse. And there's a lot of customization going on with what they can do, but a lot of that customization is damaged by the fact that it's connected to the blade system, the gacha system, and also to characters that you want to gain experience. So a lot of what I did a lot in the main game was I was constantly putting on blades I didn't want to use because I needed experience. I needed affinity, whatever, to get to the content that they provided, their quests, their heart-to-hearts. I didn't actually want to use them, which kind of was a problem in Xenoblade 1 as well, with like a couple of characters, but it was a lot less pronounced because there weren't so many of them. Like, I didn't enjoy using Charla pretty much ever, but at the end of the day I could use her a little bit to get her affinity up, just because I wanted to get the affinity of the party and I wanted to see the heart-to-hearts.
May the next one go as swiftly.
It was a pretty small sacrifice to make, but I frequently found myself in Xenoblade 2 using a bunch of blades I didn't want to use, simply because I wanted to get to their story. Huh. This place has seen better days. Oh, is that Mick? Wait.
What happened? Are you alone?
Looks
Is
like
this
the
gonna-
only survivor.
Is this gonna be all scenes that we saw at the end of the game?
These burn patterns don't look like Malice's handiwork.
Yeah, we heard him say this.
Humans.
We have seen this scene, but in
Looting,
fucking
pillaging while
sepia
burns.
tone. Jeez, I hope there's something new here as well.
Hey, it's okay. Would you like to come with us? You don't have to worry, really. We're all good people.
Oh yeah,
Promise.
the best.
Can you walk? You can. Good going.
And your family? Were they there with you? Should we go back and...
Mikhail.
Hmm?
My name is Mikhail.
Oh, right. I'm Laura. And he's...
I don't have a family. I was sold to this village from Estem,
Estem.
so I'm all alone.
I see.
Sold. It's rough.
Right then. Starting today, we're going to be your new family. We'll take you back to our friends and...
You people? You're strangers. You don't have to pretend to care.
You don't beat around the bush, do you? He's gonna be a handful, this one. Though really, I was just the same once. Very well. Friends first then, not family. How's that sound?
Laura,
What's up?
I'll scout the area. Look after him.
Oh, of course. Be careful. And Jin.
I know.
Is that so people won't see his blade? Oh, there it is.
What was that you said, Baldric?
The Cian capital of Omrantha has fallen. Or rather, it was annihilated. Praetor Redalis.
So it has come to pass after all.
Respectfully, you aren't much of an actor, Eminence. It appears you are not surprised at all. We heard disturbing rumors circling among the Magisters. Amalthus, whom you recently elevated to Quester? People wonder if this calamity has anything to do with that man's blade. With such extraordinary power, is it really wise to,
No matter whose power affected it, it is sure to serve the greater glory of Indal. The architect will surely be pleased.
I don't know about that one.
Eminence, do you believe it can be controlled?
If it cannot, I will let him take the blame. I have spoken. Thank you for your report, Magister Baldric. You may return to your duties.
Looks like a good spot to set up camp. I'll start preparing food. Oh no. Do we have... Are we gonna have cooking? What is it with the cooking game? Ingredients gathering, cooking shit. Okay. Collection points, yeah. Got it.
This is becoming addictive.
Interesting that he mentions the architect. That's probably what I've been thinking the most about.
Good work, everyone.
I low-key
You want to rest?
feel like I spent 130 hours just waiting for that moment when
This is becoming addictive.
Klaus finally showed up. I don't know if I was expecting Klaus. I was expecting someone we knew. And it was.
This is becoming addictive.
And I went back to check. I'm pretty...
This is becoming addictive.
I went back to check and Mayneth, or whatever her real name was, she does refer to him as Klaus in the cutscene in Xenoblade 1. We did hear that name back then.
Aren't we intrepid?
I'm not sure how to feel about his portrayal here. Or the idea of like him being split in two, sort of. What is our objective? Torna and Trout. Let's kill an Upa as well.
Stay close.
This is great though. I don't know. I don't hate the idea of a repentant Klaus. So it's fine. It's whatever. I kind of do like the idea of the events of Xenoblade 1 and 2 happening in parallel.
Aren't we intrepid?
I think.
Should be no problem.
At the very least, nothing in Xenoblade 2 could possibly hurt the integrity of this first game's story when they're that separate. There was never any risk of sort of damaging Shulk's story or the gang's with anything happening here, because they would never directly interact. I'm pretty sure Ontos is Alvis, especially with the fact that they changed his necklace to something that it looks like a core crystal in the definitive edition. At least I think it does. I haven't really looked at that very closely, but I'm pretty sure it looks a fair bit like the core crystal of Malos and well, or I guess I should call him Logos and Numa. I don't know. Speaking of names, I was looking up. Oh, huh. That's interesting. About the battle earlier. You were phenomenal, trying to do too much. Thought you were going to praise me. Draw out full power. Please don't put yourself at risk. We've been together a long time, ever since I touched your core crystal as a little girl. It's a bond closer than blood, I think. Part of the reason why I wanted to help you too, see you grow and be there for you. That's beautiful, Laura, but you're a driver and I'm a blade. Blades protect their drivers in a fight. It's the natural order of things. Especially since we don't need to worry about being wounded as long as the core crystal stays intact. When the driver drives, your blade returns to your course. That's why you want me to be careful, right? Exactly. Right, I get it. Not like I want to make you anxious in the middle of a fight. Promise not to overdo it. I'll be sure to switch out. Thanks. Counting on you then. You know I'd never let you down. We're gonna run around and desert you. Oh, there's more? Can I take care of the cooking? Sure. Think I can try a decent trout stralu. Shouldn't be too long. Charm making. Home cooking.
I know it'll be worth the wait.
What is it with the cooking?
Just taste it.
I don't know why it was in the main game, I don't know why it's here. It was never fun to interact with.
How sad. That village, I mean.
It is.
That blade, Malos. He didn't do that, did he?
The towns raised by the Aegis were completely obliterated. I plan to inform the mercenaries of this.
How could a person do something so awful?
Didn't talk about this in the main game. What was the
Anyway, you should rest now.
what
We should
was
be
the
able to meet up with
explanation?
Hayes tomorrow.
Forget.
Oh, yes. I wonder if she's found any leads on Mother. I hope so, anyway.
Mother.
I'll prepare food, then rest up.
Oh, that's kind of you. Thanks.
Some moving part of the Titan above us. Scrumptious. Scout that down pretty quick. Moody thing. Just us? I'm fine, really. Jin can seem a bit scary, but he's really gentle. Just need to clean up and we can move out. Feltley can't be far now, can it? Where we're meeting up with Hayes. A place? Feltley. A town, perhaps. If we keep to the road, it won't take long. Certain places out in the wild allow you to make a camp. Rest, use bonus XP. No, that does seem like a pretty good system. Completing quest, pouch items. New tips have been added. I started talking about... Look at that little... Would that have been impossible to add to the main game? Just a little indicator what kind of item you're getting from the collection points. I started talking about names, and I found out that a lot of the names have been changed in the localization compared to what they were, which I kind of get, but I also don't know that I entirely like that they changed them. Jamming. They seem to have mostly like retained their original meaning. I can't say I see the need for a change at all. It's fine, I suppose. The big thing I feel is lost is the name of the Titans. Because the Titans appear to... One of the names is still there. Which is Temperancia. Which is... defeat an Arlo Capiba in Torna. Temperancia, which is one of the... Wait, what are they called? The virtues?
This is becoming
Heavenly virtues? The opposite of the deadly sins.
Follow my lead.
And a lot of the Titans were named after the deadly sins. Like Gula for Gormott and Superbia for Moradane, which I think is just a lot cooler than whatever the names they have now. I don't know if those names carry any meaning, but I have to say I've always been a fan of naming after, you know, mythological or biblical things,
But that's war for you, I suppose.
which appears to be a thing for the Blades too. I know what a treasure chest is.
The suspense is
Like Dromark being Byaku, the white tiger of the west.
These guys should be
Oh.
no problem.
These things are the things I need to kill for Jin. So I don't know about the name changes. A lot of them are like fine. Like probably Morag is the big one that actually feels like it was pretty motivated change. Her name was Meleth in the Japanese version. Bridget though was Kagutsuchi, which that's just cool. So I'm not a big fan of that changing. Oh well, it's not like it's a big deal.
I feel my power surging.
And some names are the same, like Zeke. Like Tora, I believe, has the same name. Malus was different, I forget what his was. Pyra and Mithra are Homura and Hikari, which are very fitting names. They're just very literal, which Pyra kind of is.
Aren't we intrepid?
Honestly, I kind of feel like Homura works a little better because there are people named Homura. I don't know when I last encountered anyone named Pyra. Maybe there are people named Pyra, I don't know. It wouldn't be that shocking. It's fine. There are other things that are worse in terms of localization. I'm still of the opinion that probably a lot of the what would you say, questionable takes for the voice acting are a result of direction more so than the actor's ability or lack thereof. Let's see, do we have... Huh. Okay, wait. Rear... So these are like the support arts. Increases backstab. Launch. Well, that's good to have. Range. Ether, physical, buff. How about we oh wait, that switch art. Okay, touch me not is... I see. Okay. And what about you then? Chill stroke. I think I'm gonna save my points until I know a little more about what is good. Is this where we came from? Yes, it is. A tail, perhaps? No. Because there's a lot more Titan over there. I know. Swift swordplay. I've been thinking more and more about these skill challenges as well. I don't like them. I don't like the way they're handled, at least. They're not an awful idea, but they interact with the gacha system, which makes it bad. They also require you to like puzzle together which blades you need, which I feel is very cumbersome. There we go. I feel like a lot of things can be described as that like they feel they're cumbersome and therefore make the game less enjoyable moment to moment. Been also thinking about how there's a fair bit of and this is kind of a buzzword from some time back, but ludonarrative dissonance is a thing. There's quite a few times where like what is happening in the story doesn't really match up what happens in the game, and a lot of people will bring up the how you a few times lose a fight in a cutscene after winning the gameplay fight, which does
We
happen.
intrepid.
It absolutely does happen in this game. It happens in many games, some of which I like a lot. Fang chip. I don't think that part is as bad as a lot of people feel it is, but there's a lot of like, they talk in the cutscene how, oh, we can't use Siren here because there's a roof. But then in the game, there's never like a limitation on when you can use Siren because of roofs or anything. So, I don't know. It feels weird that they make a big deal out of it in like story terms. That's an improvement. That's probably the biggest thing to me. Or like how I don't think Mithra and Pyra feel that much more powerful than any other blade. That might just be because I sort of didn't develop Rex as much as I should have.
Good stuff.
Doesn't seem so bad.
Pretty neat looking area. Oh, come on. Unique monsters, okay.
This is becoming addictive.
I think we'll take out these little ones first.
Follow my lead.
I won't enjoy this. I feel you.
Yeah, we got this.
I don't know. I feel like at the moment, the more I'm thinking about Xenoblade 2, the less I like it. I'm still not at the point where I like hate it or anything. I don't.
You read my mind.
But
Can't just leave it there.
there's definitely a lot of things that I find myself annoyed by, that I find that I don't like. I feel like a lot of the blades are very hit and miss, the rare ones. A lot of them are cool, a lot of them aren't. The designs,
No problem.
well, maybe we should talk about that a little bit. Because, boy, a lot of people have said a lot of things about the designs in terms of... and I don't really like this word, but sexualization. And I don't like that word because I find it a bit confusing. I have trouble discerning when something is sexualized and when something is just sexual, and whether there actually is a difference, which a lot of people seem to at least think there are. I wouldn't know.
This is
Honestly, I don't really think a lot about things like that. Usually, oh, that's level 23, we can't do that.
This is
Cavala.
becoming addictive.
Oh,
I
hello.
think we've been spotted.
I don't usually spend a lot of time thinking about that. That said, it is kinda hard to look at, like, especially Pyra and Mithra, and not be like, huh. Those are some honka-donka badonkers, and also your ass is falling out of your booty shorts, and also what's up with the thong that digs into your sides. Like, that much I can understand. Like, okay, I know who this is appealing to and why.
Battle could have been avoided.
War for you, I suppose.
Or perhaps not who, but I understand that this is definitely
Follow my lead.
I won't enjoy
someone finds this sexy, and it was made this way to be sexy, which I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing, but I also don't feel like there's that much to suggest that the character is, like, at least Pyra isn't a very sexual character. Mithra perhaps a little more, but in that sense that she fulfills a sort of archetype that is commonly associated with the whole waifu phenomena, which I'm not gonna I'm not gonna shit on anyone for enjoying the whole waifu thing, having your waifus or whatever. Regardless, I do think there's sort of a disconnect between what the character looks like and what the character is in terms of the story, because there's really no reason for the character to have such a sexual design beyond looking sexy. And again, that's not really bad, I don't think, at least. Really, honestly, I wish it wasn't that way, just so I wouldn't have to talk about it. Like, you know, it's a topic that consistently makes me just uncomfortable, because it always ends up in a fucking screaming match between those who are like, no, it's fine, shut up, and those that are like, oh, this is the worst thing to... This set fucking women back 100 years by having big honka-donka badonkers, and then there's like... any nuance is drowned out by the loudest voices. And I just don't... And I just always find myself wishing I didn't have to have the discussion. So I guess that's my input on that as a whole. I don't know. Can we just... I get that the character's looks will, you know, stir up some emotions for good or bad. I just... I don't really care about the whole discussion, and if that discussion could have been avoided by just making the characters a little less sexual, then could you not have done that so I don't have to talk about it? I don't know. I'm gonna put a lid on that. No, I'm not, because I just gotta quickly mention, hey, why did Tora and his family, his Dadapon and his Grandpapon, did they all have to be such fucking pervs? Why can't we have good Noppon characters? There's like Ricky and no one else. Even Xenoblade X was like, who cares about Tatsu? Does anyone like Tatsu? Him being in a scene makes that scene worse. And while I don't think Tora is that bad, he's certainly no Ricky. Honestly, Poppy is such a great character, and it's kind of a shame that she has to be attached to Tora, who isn't that great a character. He could have been a lot worse, but he's not a good character. Not if you ask me. Oh, neat. He got a launch, even without, like, anything. Let's see. Okay, it charges the same way it always does. And then we go... Oh, this music is so good. That's like the... I will never argue against the music in this game being anything short of excellent. That's definitely the high point of the game. But yeah, I still have some processing to do. I kind of feel... Mostly at this point, I'm just sort of feeling like... I wish I cared more about this game's story for itself, because as it stands, I look back and I feel like, oh, the greatest attachment I felt to this game and its story was hearing Malos start saying Monado and using a Monado, hearing Adam Howden speak, seeing the land of Moritha and being like, oh, this kind of looks like New LA. And I feel like this game didn't really... The parts of this game that are its own, I didn't like. And, you know, I didn't want to not like it. But I do feel like it's a problem for me when the things I like the most about this game are the things that are the last games. Oh well. Oh. Fucking... Oh, no. Never mind. No, yeah. It actually does say what you accomplish. Defeat the Orlu. Thank you for actually telling me what I did to get these. That was a big problem in the main game. For me. I'm like, I unlocked something and I'm like, oh, did I? Use pouch items from meat category. Do I have any of those? Maybe I should use my pouch. Pouch, I feel, was a system that I just couldn't bring myself to interact with because I felt it was kind of a mess going in and out of the menus. So I kind of neglected a big part of the game. I'm not a UI designer. I don't know how to do it good, but I feel like the game didn't do it good. Which I think I can say, not as a UI designer, but as a user, using that interface. Regardless, it is what it is. Oh, I'm getting kind of rocked.
Not bad, right?
Yes, indeed.
Xenoblade.
Take this back into the fray.
I feel unstoppable.
Spinning wheel.
Okay, come on, let me get the big move.
I need your help here, Jin.
Did you say deer? I feel like there's
Midnight sun.
implied romance between these two. Maybe it'll be more explicit as we go through this DLC story. I feel like the romance was kind of a weak part of the main game as well. I never really understood why any of the girls would like Rex. Rex is honestly,
I think
I
we've been spotted.
don't like Rex. I have reflected upon the whole game. I'm thinking about Rex. I'm like, oh no, I don't. I wish I liked him, but I don't. I feel like he's a likable character, but he's not an interesting character. It's like, because Shulk was like a very complex guy, and he was like a shut-in, intelligent guy, and sort of, and he was like kind of a little bit. He filled a bit of a nerd stereotype while also being a pretty confident guy. And it was sort of like he would. I'm thinking of like a very early establishing scene for him was the part where Ryan picks up the Monado and he can't control it and it starts swinging around and it hits Fiora, and Shulk is like, ah shit, the machines are fucked,
Made it.
and he doesn't even give a shit about Fiora because he's such a logical
Follow my lead.
person that he's like, well, it can't hurt her, so why it doesn't matter.
Thanks.
but he's still like an emotional guy because, as we all know, when Fiora is killed by Metalface, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you." And I felt like Rex was too much of like a nice guy to, like, we never really got a "I'm gonna fucking kill you" moment from Rex. Like,
This is becoming addictive.
they're different characters and it's fine for them to be different. I just feel like Rex's character isn't conducive to being like a driving main character who gets the plot rolling. It feels a bit like he made that promise to Pyra, and that's sort of the thing that keeps him going. Whereas, and it's not really his.
I suppose.
I don't feel his desire. He does have a desire. He wants the whole. It's like, oh,
I think
land is running out. That's a problem. I wish people didn't have to fight over resources and everything. That is a thing that he has, but I don't feel it as strongly as Shulk's fucking. Those motherfuckers killed someone I loved. Which it doesn't even need to be romantic love. It doesn't need to be something stated. He clearly loved Fiora, if nothing else, in a like almost family way, friend way, almost family, from the very beginning. And then Metalface shows up and kills her. And he's like, "I'm gonna kill every last one of those motherfuckers. They'll know the pain and suffering they caused us and the ones we love." And it's just such a raw human thing, which you still get that complication, because Shulk really backs off a little bit from that thought when. By the way, I'm spoiling super hard Xenoblade 1 if you haven't noticed. So if you don't want spoilers, I'm sorry. I didn't think to warn about that. Now I'm warning. I'm gonna keep doing it. When the nature of the face mechons are revealed, and it's like, oh wait, now there's people. Now we're killing people. Or now we're gunning for people. Shulk is like, wait, that's not what I thought it was. The situation has been complicated. I don't feel as secure in my original roaring rampage of revenge that I was so set on. I feel like it's good, and even then, it's complicated. Facing Egil is not like there's nothing. Egil is very like intentionally provocative. Egil is like expecting them to be out for his blood. Like he's ready to throw down. And Shulk has, well, he has Sansa's voice egging him on. And on some level probably so. I don't need to tell you about how great Xenoblade 1 is. You probably know if you're watching this. I don't feel Rex the same way I feel Shulk. I don't know. I think it's kind of a problem when the main character is like the weakest character in the bunch. Which he kinda is. Like, I feel on some levels that that Rex has like less going on than even not Poppy. Poppy has a lot of going on. I was gonna say Tora, but thinking of Tora, I thought of Poppy, because they're so connected. Tora is also like just there, but he's like, oh, he wanted to be a driver and he can't, and the whole idea of artificial blades plays in a lot more actively in the plot than the overarching goal of getting to Elysium. Like, I feel... One thing that I noticed looking back on the game was that from the moment you leave Gormott until right before you're thrown down into the land of Mortha, like, the main goal is getting past that fucking snake. Yeah? Like, there's no real change in your objective. I feel like
I won't enjoy this.
the immediate goal, you lose sight of it because it takes so long to get there, which I don't feel was a problem in Xenoblade 1 because the goal was like moving. Not like in a... I don't mean that as a negative thing. You have kind of loose objective to begin with. We're gonna go find that Mechan and fuck him up. You end up being sort of sidetracked into Colony 6. Mainly because, okay, we know this guy is gonna be in trouble, this Juju guy. And that sort of goes into Sword, which sort of, it's conducive to the main goal. And then you have the Prison Island vision. Oh, story's happening.
Looks like Hayes isn't here yet.
Oh, has something happened? No people.
What the?
That's Malice. That's gotta be.
This should be the village of Feltley.
It's almost like glass. Rumor among the mercs says that's the hallmark of the Aegis.
But why would he do this?
Oof.
Look out!
Jin!
That's...
It's nothing. Let's go.
Oh, we're not winning this.
Ready to put another
Or we might be. Huh.
Just focus.
It had the same looking core
Can't just leave it there.
as the Aegis's. You know what? Something that just hit me. Why? Assuming that Ontos is Alvis, why, when Malus is at full power, he has his sword is a Monado, and Alvis is a Monado, why didn't we get to call Pyra and or Mithra's sword Monado? That's something that just hit me. We'll have to think about that a little bit more. I like the word Monado. I like the idea of monadology.
It's no normal monster.
Yeah?
Not an Ardanian Titan weapon either.
Maybe it's Malice's.
Get down, you two!
That... Oh, it's... yeah. Adam?
Holy.
That was a close one.
Looks like Malos's artificers are still roaming around.
So it was.
Are we ever gonna see your face?
Hey,
Properly?
wait a minute.
Oh, what do you know? We will. Torna?
Torna.
Oh, are you bothered
You
by
are-
that?
Jin, right? Wow, I can't believe it. I came all the way out here, and who do I say but the paragon of Torna and his driver?
His?
You're so
Oh, his driver. I
That
mixed up the
core crystal
words.
was stolen 17 years ago. Quite a feat to pull off that heist at that age.
Are you going to arrest us? Execute us?
I don't know yet.
Oh,
I did just say
so
you
the
after
mask is
all.
actually to just straight up hide his
Oh.
face.
How magnanimous.
Because they would
Laura.
recognize him.
There's no point in talking.
Is there not?
Have it your way.
Is this the same version as always? It feels somehow cleaner, I don't know. Wait! Oh no, 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 no. Don't mind me. I just forgot how the fucking element system works. Of course she has darkness as a weakness because her element is light. Ah, so much for the legendary hero, huh? What kind of sword are you? Okay. Oh, you're getting back up. You know, I feel the losing cutscene fights wouldn't feel so bad if you didn't reduce the enemy to 0 HP. If you were like cut off with half a life bar left, then I could very easily buy losing in cutscene.
Driver and blade. Where's this strength coming from?
Well, he is the paragon of Torna.
I've had enough.
What? No. There's no need for you to...
Sorry, I'm paying attention now.
You!
What?
Incredible! You! Both of you!
Huh?
I was not expecting Adam to be this much of a character.
That last attack, the force behind it was absurd. I'm amazed.
Oh, really? Well, that's just...
Oh, and passing the weapon. What a concept. How did you ever come up with that idea?
Oh, well, we were broke.
Huh?
Couldn't afford 2 swords?
We couldn't afford meals, let alone another sword. And so we made do.
You're kidding. man. You guys are the best. I haven't laughed this hard in ages.
Huh?
Did he have this voice in the main
I
game?
really, really like you two.
I guess Mithra did say that Rex reminded her of Adam. Oh, look at that.
Milton,
Oh, thank goodness you're all right. Master Adam, are you hurt at all?
Master Adam? You can't be the Adam Origo.
Oh, the Flugelhorn. Every time.
Line to the throne of Torna.
Oh, come on, Milton. I've been with him the whole time. You really think these two would cause any harm?
You've been using your dumb artifice again, haven't you?
Dumb?
So yeah, sure, nothing to worry about, right?
Milton, who's this then?
Da-ga-da-da.
This is Hayes. She rescued me from the jaws of some nasty monsters.
Well, I'd better give her my thanks.
Hayes!
Oh, was she with you?
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, my lady.
Full core crystal.
I see. So that's when... What a sad, sad tale, Nora.
Oh, here we go again.
He's a big softy.
Don't let it get cold now.
So that kid is Gormati,
So then,
it
how
appears.
come you've enlisted with a band of mercenaries?
I guess I like the freedom. This way I'm not tied down. So I can help out. With causes I really believe in, you know? Going's tough everywhere you look these days, right? Can't ignore it, can I?
I understand.
Fat load of good that'll do, in the long run. The world keeps turning anyway.
You might think that. But mercenaries and statesmen each have their own views and ways to effect change. It's not in vain.
A blade siding with humans. You don't see that every day.
I think it's blades like you that are rare.
Well, duh. You do know what I am, right?
Lacking in compassion.
Yeah.
Huh?
Blades like you really are a rare sight. That may be for the best.
Ooh, tell her.
So, about Jin. I suppose you have to take him away from me.
I could try to slay you right here.
But
But...
But my mission is to stop the Aegis's destruction. To subdue Malos, not to seek out lost trinkets. Who cares about paragons anyway?
Huh.
Huh?
How about you two join up? Lend us your strength. You're incredibly powerful. There's loads I want to pick up from you, like that trick from before. Let's see. We'll say I found the paragon on my journey and decided to entrust him to you. To help with Malos. Well, sound plausible?
That's just...
I don't know if I think Adam's voice matches his face, but that's a recurring thing in this game. Some work better than others. Morag probably the best, with sadly probably Rex being the worst. I'm so sorry for Rex.
How dare he speak to me like that? He thinks he knows me.
Course is the word.
Yeah, He is.
I meant you.
Me?
He meant you're unpolished. After you return to your core, you lose your memories. However, as you gain experience with people, gradually the nature of a blade, rather their feelings, they change and grow. You become more and more human.
Are you sure? Because I think
But
they're...
you purposely keep yourself apart.
Oh, so now it's my fault?
No, not at all. I respect that part of you.
Hey, are you angry about this whole Malos thing?
I'm not. Whatever happens, I'll protect you. Be sure of it.
Someone pointed
Cannot
out...
simply ignore what's happening.
What's his name? Like Captain Astronaut or something on YouTube?
But what?
I think it was him that kind of pointed out that Jin's story
Please say you'll be
is
careful.
super close to Shadow the Hedgehog.
I will.
I started to think about that now that I was talking about how he got to protect her. And we all know how that ends up. I just found that funny.
Your Highness,
Just Adam is fine. What is it?
the going after Malos thing. Could it wait a few days?
Oh, is there something you need to do first?
Well, yes.
You see, Lady Laura seeks the whereabouts of her mother. Unfortunately, she has her mercenary duties to perform. Therefore, I often go out and conduct these searches myself.
Don't tell me we're gonna have
I
merc
see.
missions in this.
Then you found her?
Yes. With all that happened yesterday, I did not have the opportunity to say. My lady, your mother is currently residing in a small hamlet called Torrigoth.
A small hamlet.
Torrigoth.
That's on the edge of Gormott. Ardanian and Cian forces clash out there frequently. It's very dangerous.
On Gormott? Why?
Indeed.
Right. No time to waste. Let us head out there.
What? But what about your mission?
You don't want to see your mother?
Of course, but
Then let's go. Malos hasn't hit that part of the world yet. It's as good a place as any to look.
you're hoping we might find him there.
Exactly.
That sounds too easy.
We go to the village of Torrigoth to find Malos. And you go to Torrigoth to find your mother. Everybody wins.
And once I found my mother, I join up with you?
That's the general idea. I'll send my people to notify your mercenary friends. And perhaps we could find a place for your mother in the capital. It should be safe there.
Is this normal princely behavior?
Well, going by
You
Zeke.
think this is bad? Just stick around for a bit.
Nobody's like making you come along, you know.
Well, unfortunately, a driver and blade are one in body and soul.
As if you don't do whatever you feel like anyway.
Who's this kid? Why do we never hear about this kid?
I know this is all very
Is he
tough.
gonna be important somehow?
Still,
Is
we don't
he
know
gonna
where
be
we'll run
like
into Malos next.
Nia's
It makes sense to stick
grandpappy?
together as much as we can.
Oh?
Jason? that.
Oh, you. No way. No way.
No mistaking it. That's the blade.
Look at this geezer.
Rat, too.
I was gonna say his face sort of reminds me of Moomcar. Wait. No, that's just a generic. Forget about that.
Hey, it's Blue Fist.
Blue Fist.
Yeah. The whole village was wiped out. Found myself some great cool crystals, eh? And I found something else too, something real interesting. Uh-huh. Give me some time to take care of this, okay? I'll be in touch. Ha! Fate's a funny thing. Never thought I'd get to take back that paragon, what I stole in the first place.
I did not expect him to be alive and to make an appearance here. Really nice to have some more company around here. Really makes fighting a breeze too. What do you expect? Shut up, Mithra. I'm so tired of you. I feel like there was never any real, like, development for Mithra into a better person. It's just that Pyra is a part of her and they sort of are Numa. I don't know. I mentioned it in the main game, but Mithra did like... I don't know how I felt about Mithra in the first place, but she also like did the opposite of growing on me. She shrunk on me. I stand by that. I liked her less by the end than I did by the first time she showed up. What were you thinking? Think so. Should we perhaps be on our way to Yanchik Harbor now? Straight there. Regular boat from Yanchik to Gormot. Far as I know, it's still running, but we should probably hurry all the same. I wonder if we'll go to... Okay, Team Adam. Okay, now we have 2 blades. Right, blade switch. 2 blades. Blade switch while exploring or in battle lets you participate. Perform blade switch by pressing to the side. Combining Vanguard switch. Okay. She's a wind element. Let's see if these guys are strong enough to let us do our switching. Oh wait, there's something to the right as well. Oh wait. Okay. Okay, wait, I fucked up the... So I can do that too, I guess. And can I do... Huh. Kinda interesting. Oh man, so good. Oh, a nameless Wonderpon. Hello. Nameless Wanderer traveled through high and dry and low and wet, cold and also warm. Been around, huh? Life of Traveler is low, other pawn. Such relief, talking to friends must reward somehow. Take this Ox core. Ah, I see. And I figured out, I noticed that I don't think I ever said anything, but putting this on is not only good, but also changes her outfit to have a sort of skin-tight body stocking thing. Also covers up the back. I think this was like her Smash Bros outfit or whatever.
Aren't we intrepid?
And it was added as a DLC item. Oh, hey, look at that. Green barrels.
You're coming with me, treasure. The suspense is killing me.
Hope no one minds me raiding these barrels.
You're
I am picking up a bunch of money, so I can only assume that we'll have the opportunity to spend that in shops somewhere. How do we get up there? Oh, just by skyrimming up this cliff.
The suspense is killing me.
Okay, I don't have those things. I really hope there's no gotcha. I really hope this doesn't have gotcha.
Aren't we intrepid?
But we'll get there when we get there. Let's sit down by the fire. Oh, it's night time now. Have a quick chat. Lady Laura, your mother's safe inside Torgoth. Gormoti border. That's right, Yanchik Harbor. Gormot. Anything more to say? No. Okay.
Now,
Charm making. These make items. So we can do. And they all have these little nice cards. Creative cuisine. Whole Upa in a bun. Yeah. Okay, sure. Exercising talisman. Oh, these are good. I might make those later. Deviled baguette.
It's ready.
Mom spaghetti.
It came together nicely. Just taste it.
I don't know if I'll actually end up using those, but that's fine. I'll take a little nap, and I'll be back next time.